Hello everyone. So very good evening. So let's start the session. Let me share my screen. Okay. So fine, yes. In the last session, what we have done, so we saw that, so how to work with a pocket files, how to work with a JSON files. What is the difference here? So when you observe this, so we can able to so so implement the same approach. So what we have done for the CSV, but only the change is so we have to convert the data types in a copy command. We have to convert these data types. So from so one format to the respective data types. This is a variant data form, and then we have to load that into this particular table, right? When you are loading, so we are converting the data types. This is fine. So now the requirement is, so when you are implementing here, suppose so in your AWS location, into our AWS location, you don't know so when your file will come into this. Maybe morning 6 a.m. it will come. Maybe after that, after 2 hours it will come another file. So maybe after 6 hours another file will come. So after that, you won't receive any file till next 24 hours, right? Then, so how you are going to so know so when the file is available? Only one thing is whenever the file comes into this AWS S3 location, so then what they have to do when the file arrives here, they have to send a email, right? The AWS team has to send a email. So that is the one way how we can able to know so the file is available or not, right? So here, so once the file is available, then what you are doing here, so in the last session we are going to create a stage. After that we are going to implement the so copy command, right? Then only you can able to load the data from so our f- AWS S3 location to our table, right? So when you are doing that, so what is happening here? Sorry. Every time we are implementing manual process, it means so AWS team has to send the email when the file is available here. Then we will get the information. Then in Snowflake, so we need to implement a copy command, right? Manually you need to do, but instead of that, the requirement is we need auto ingestion process. Auto ingestion auto ingestion process. It means whenever the file comes into AWS S3 location, automatically the file has to load into our Snowflake tables without any human interaction. This is auto ingestion process, or we can call it as a data pipeline. So when we are creating, we are going to create a data pipeline. It is going to take care. So it is going to take care, or we can call it as a automation also. So now let's see. So what is the things? So work in the back end here. Now when you come to the Snowpipe, now observe this. This is the so suppose. So this is the picture. So it will explain the things how the Snowpipe will work here. Snowpipe is a serverless future. It means whenever you are using the Snowpipe, Snowflake will charge for this. If you are not using the Snowpipe, Snowflake will not charge anything for this. Now, if you observe this into AWS S3 location, we have some other external systems. They are placing the files here into AWS S3 bucket. Once these files is available into AWS S3 bucket, then so by using this S3 notification, so you will get informed to Snowflake. Once you know the by using S3 notification, the file is available. Then what this particular Snowpipe will do is it will copy the data from S3 and then it will load it into our Snowflake tables. All these things will work in a backend, right? So this is a process how we are going to work. But so what are the things you will need to take care when you are doing this? Here also all the steps are common. Only the one change is when you are creating Snowpipe. When we are creating Snowpipe, this is the only one change. Another thing is when we are creating Snowpipe, remember this. Your bucket, your bucket should be unique. And then AWS role, it should be unique. And your integration object and your file format and then table structure and stage, all these things has to be unique, then only this integration so Snowpipe will work. Why? Because when you are creating, when you are updating the notification object, so in a Snowpipe we are going to create a notification for the bucket level, not for the folder level. So that is the so main intention behind maintaining all this as a unit. We will tell to AWS team also the roles, whatever they are going to create. If you are working with a Snowpipe, we will ask them to create a separate role for the Snowpipe. So then, so whatever the integration object once you created, you are going to update the trusted policies, right? It will be for only that particular Snowpipe only. Okay. Now let's see how we are going to do that. Now, when you are creating a Snowpipe, right? Here, Snowpipe, after that, notification channel need to be created. This one, notification channel, you are going to create in AWS. This notification channel will be created, so we will get it by Snowpipe. This one you need to be assigned to AWS. So let's see so how we can able to do that. The approach and everything it will be the same here, but only the change in Snowpipe. Now let's create a table structure here. What we will do is when we are creating this table structure, we will give the table name as Snowpipe SP. This is the representation of Snowpipe. Let it be. Now when we are running this Snowpipe, table has been created. Table structure created. Now we have a table. So healthcare underscore SP table is available. What is next step? Now come here. So you are going to create an integration object, right? To create integration object, now we need the role ARN and then location, which location the file is available, right? Okay, let's come to AWS console. So here the requirement is whenever the file is available in AWS S3, it has to pick automatically. Let's go to that location. Just a minute. S3 bucket. When you come to the S3 bucket, you have a bucket, you have a folder. In this folder, you have a files, right? What we will do is, whatever the files is available here, we are going to remove these files. I will delete this one. See, delete. When you delete these objects, nothing but files, once it is deleted, so now it's a empty folder. See this one? This is a empty folder. We don't have any files here. Now our requirement, whenever the file comes into this particular location, it has to be loaded directly into our Snowflake. So without any implementation, without any human interaction. So it means you don't want to execute the copy command manually. Automatically, whenever the file comes, the Snowpipe has to trigger and then it has to load the data. That is the intention behind this one, auto ingestion process. Now, so what we have done, so we have a, created a table. We need to create an integration object. Here, the role details are, so this is the role details that I have kept. Not this one. Otherwise, let's pick the role details here. First, come to this. Let's pick the path. This is the location, and S3int Snowpipe. Integration object is Snowpipe. And then we are going to create a role ARN. We are going to give the role ARN. Role ARN is available in IAM. Roles. Come to the role. You can able to see this ARN details. Now let's come here. This is the ARN details here. Now let's run this. This integration object will be created. Now the integration object is created. When you describe integration, this is the integration name. Let's run this. Describe integration. This is the integration name. So this what we can see. So we can see these things. The user ARN details, right? This is the user ARN details. And another thing is your external ID. This is the external ID details, right? These details where we have to update. So we'll give it to the AWS team. They are going to update in their policies, right? Come to S3, sorry, trusted relationship policies in IAM, right? Come to the IAM, click on role, and then this is the role, and then trusted relationship policy. And here I need to update. So here these are the user ARN, and then this is the external ID. User ARN, if you observe, INST0243. Let's check. INST0243, same. The same user, right? And then what about the external ID? Let's copy the external ID here to here, copy, come here. This is the external ID, done. Then update policies. This step is done. Updated the policies. Next, what we are going to do, we will create a stage, right? So when it is coming to creating a stage and then file format, we can create a stage and file format. Let's create a file format. So this is a, let's take comma separate delimited files, and then file format, let it be CSV file format, and we are going to create a file format. Once you create a file format, what is the next step? We are going to create a stage. See, this everything we are doing, so the same thing what we have done in the last session, right? But now we'll see where is the difference for Snowpipe. Now observe this, we are creating a stage now. So this stage name also we will give it as a SP, stage underscore SP. Now this one will contain this particular stage. From where is the path? So from this particular path, it has to pick the file, right? This is the URL. From this particular path, pick the file, and then it will keep it into this particular stage. And what is the integration name? S3INT SP is the integration name. And then file format, CSV format. Now let's create a stage. Till here everything is fine, right? Now what this one will do, so whatever the file is available here, it is going to keep it into this particular stage area. Now let's observe this one. So if you want to check that in this stage area, list at the rate, sorry, the rate, copy. Now observe this one, name, size, and then, so these are the column names, right? These are the column names. Now this is a stage. Can you able to see any file here? No, because do you have any files here in CSV? What we have done? We have removed the files here. So we don't have any files. Okay. Now, so what you need to do? Whatever, whenever the file comes into this particular location, into this particular CSV location, so we have to, so automatically it has to process the files from here. See this, we don't have any files. If you upload some file, automatically it has to load the data to our table. So which table it has to load? This particular one, right? To that, generally what we will do, copy into, right? Copy into the stage, sorry, copy into the table. What is the table name? The care ESP. And this is the table name, right? Copy into the table from stage area. We will do this, right? When we are doing this, you have to execute this manually, right? Then only what will happen? It will upload the file from that particular stage to this particular table. So what we are doing? So we are executing this manually, copy command, right? But you, let's assume you never know when the file will be coming into that particular location. When you will get the file into this, we don't know. Then what is the process? That is continuous ingestion process. That is your Snowpipe concept. Now let's come and create a Snowpipe here. Here to create a Snowpipe, observe what we are doing. Instead of these steps, the same thing we are implementing here. See this one, instead of executing manually, we are so implementing these steps under this Snowpipe. See this create or replace pipe. This is the pipe name. This is the pipe name, and observe the command auto ingest equal to true. Auto ingest equal to true, and then copy into this table from this stage area. If you have any errors, continue, right? On error equal to continue. See this one, we are not directly so implementing this copy command. We are including that in a Snowpipe like a task. Create or replace pipe, and then this is the pipe name, and then auto ingest equal to true we are giving. When you run this, observe what will happen. Done. The pipe is created successfully, right? Now observe show pipes. It will give you the pipe information. What this pipe is doing. See this one. Copy into this table from the stage area. And most importantly here, notification channel. Observe this one. This is very important when you created a snow pipe. Sorry, let me copy properly. Copy. This is the notification channel which it is created. How this notification channel is created? When you created a snow pipe. When we created snow pipe. This notification channel, we are going to give it to AWS team. What they are going to do is they will update this notification channel in their bucket. In their bucket. Now observe this. This is a notification channel, right? Come here. So this is the bucket. This is the bucket. Here, observe this. In properties, you can able to see notification. See this one, event notification. Let me delete the previous one. Let's come here. Yeah, event notification. Observe this. So what they will do is they will create a notification here. We'll give Snowpipe notify. You can give anything. Snowpipe notify and external type all objects to be created. Okay, and let's come here. So we need to create, see this one, SQ. This one why we are giving is, if you observe the notification channel, see this one, what it is, SQS details, ARN AWS, right? SQS details. So for this particular Snowpipe, for this particular, so our account, right? This one is created in Snowflake. Now come here and so SQSQ ARN, and then let's come here and then copy, then SQSQ details and save changes. Now successfully done, right? It's done. Now let's come here. Successfully created a notification channel. Now observe this. Now if you observe list at the rate stage, this is the stage, right? Now can you able to see any file here? No, because we don't have any file in S3. And then can you able to see any data here in the table? We don't have any data here. See this one. So in a healthcare Snowpipe table, we don't have any data. Now, what is the intention? Whenever the file comes here, whenever you are going to update these details, so automatically, so here, so from this particular bucket, from where? From this particular bucket, let it open and come to the bucket and then come to the folder. So this notification channel, one more thing, we created for bucket, right? This notification channel, we have created it for a bucket, not for the folder. That's why said the unique bucket should be there. When you are creating the Snowpipe, you will have for each and every file format, each and every implementation, you need to create a separate bucket. You need to create separate bucket, then only it will work. Now observe this, we don't have anything. Now when I am uploading some files here, automatically the files will come into this stage. Automatically the data will be loaded into these tables. without implementing copy command. So why copy command we have included in Snowpipe? Snowpipe we have included a copy command. See this one, this one. This one we have been included in this Snowpipe. Automatically, whenever the file comes here, so it will trigger this Snowpipe. So with the help of this notification channel, once it is triggered the Snowpipe, what you have there in a Snowpipe? In a Snowpipe, you have a copy command. Now let's observe this one. Let's upload the file. Upload. See this, what we are doing. Where it is, Snowpipe, and come to the data, anyone. Let's pick any one data and upload. See this, we pick the file and then we are uploading in status, and then it is uploaded, has been completed, successfully uploaded. Now once it is uploaded successfully, now just observe this, we are not doing anything, just check the data in the file. Nothing but in the stage, see this one, the data is available in the stage location, nothing but your AWS S3, so folder location. Now let's check the data. This is a table name. See this here, we are not executing any copy command. It is loading. See this, already it's loaded, it seems. So we can able to fetch, because so it's loading in the backend, at the same time we are so trying to fetch the data. So that's why it is taking time. Observe this one. We can able to see 73 records has been loaded into this particular table. How it has been done, right? We didn't run manually this copy command, but even though it has been uploaded here, how it has been done, this is done by using our this Snowpipe option, Snowpipe integration. So for this, what is the extra steps we have taken here? So if anyone asking interview, you have to explain the approach. So what you have done here. So only one thing is, apart from the previous thing, so like these are the common, we will create a table structure. We are going to create an integration object. Once the integration object is done, we will update the policy details. Once the policy details is updated, file format will be created, and then we will create a stage. When you create a stage, we will give the URL, which particular URL the file is available. After that, we are going to so see, we are going to create a Snowpipe for continuous ingestion process. So when you are creating a Snowpipe, see this, so this command auto ingestion equal to true, then we include that in the definition. So we will include that what it has to do. So once it is done, this one Snowpipe will be generated your notification channel. This notification channel, so we will give it to the AWS team. Again, this AWS team, what they will do, they will also create a notification, and then they will update in AWS. So S3 bucket, this notification channel is for bucket, not for the folders. So we need to remember this. Once the notification channel is updated, whenever the file is coming here, what it is doing, it is uploading the data to this particular table without any so human interaction, right? So the setup, once it is done, automatically whenever the file comes into the Snowpipe, automatically it will load. So this is the process of, so how we can able to perform this particular this Snowpipe or auto ingestion process. Okay, so any questions here? We will stop it here, guys. And in the next session, we will see about Azure and then GCP also. So once it is done, then we will jump into so other topics. Okay. Any specific questions here?
Sir?
Sir, we have a question like
Yes, Yuvraj, tell me.
we are creating so many worksheets, right? In
Ah,
workplace, we'll
ah,
have thousands of worksheets.
mm,
Like,
mm.
how do you remember? Like, it
No,
will
no.
be very,
Every user will be different, right? See this one.
yeah.
I understand your thing. So what you can do is, if you want to, so save this, just double click on this. See this one. This one I will create it for AWS load. Okay. Then if I come outside, it will be saved here. Then if I close, then automatically it will be. If you want to open it again, here, come here. See this open worksheet. You can able to see that worksheet.
Oh, okay.
See this one. Understand, right?
Yeah, okay.
These things will be there. Okay. Yes. Someone is asking question.
Sir?
Yep.
You told that
Mm.
notification is for bucket level,
Correct. Exactly.
but in the bucket we are finding the other files also like JSON file and
Exactly. Mm.
parking.
True. That's why. So we said that we discussed that when you are creating a Snowpipe, bucket should be unique, role should be unique, integration should be unique, all these things. Otherwise, what will happen, as you said, so within the bucket, if you have so other files like JSON and Parquet files also, whenever it uploaded any JSON and Parquet files, it will send you the notification, right? But
Now, now
it will
that
not be
bucket is
available.
not unique, no, because
Now it is not unique
okay.
because we have all the things right in the same bucket. Mm,
So we can create multiple buckets in
exactly.
AWS.
We can create
Okay.
multiple buckets. So each and one bucket you can consider for so different files, different file formats, I can say.
Okay.
Okay, good. Any other questions?
But
Mm,
you can give in that this thing when you are creating that object, right?
mm,
So you
mm,
can
mm,
put that multiple this thing, right? Like CSV, then JSON, and then Parquet. So all
mm,
those things you can put under the same object.
mm. Same object
So
means mm.
like we are creating this. What do you, what do you say? Like
Snow pipe
Integration object.
yeah,
integration
integration
object. Yeah,
object,
yeah, that
right?
can be done. That can be done.
So
We
automatically,
can
so
do that.
bucket
Mm,
is only one, but since
correct.
in any of those folders, if
Mm.
any of that file comes into any of those folders, automatically it will take the
True. It will pick it and then it will send it to that particular this
table.
stage. In
Yeah.
the stage you are mentioning the exact URL, right? Which one it has to pick. So there it will make difference.
So in the file format, we have to give the multiple file formats.
Yes, true. So when you are doing CSV, you have to give it as a CSV file format. When you are creating for pipe, you have to give a pipe file
Okay,
format.
in that bucket,
JSON,
no other
JSON.
file will come, no?
Exactly. No other file will come in that time.
Okay.
Because every file format you are creating unique process separately. It's simple. Simply, if I want to tell exactly whatever the process we have done, we need to create this complete process, the complete steps whatever we have done. This is for JSON, so same thing. And then a Parquet, same process, same approach. And then pipe delimited, same approach. Comma delimited, same approach you have to follow. Then what will happen, every file when it comes into that specific bucket, then it will understand, then it will load the file into the table, different tables. Yeah,
Actually, in that case,
Mm,
a bucket should be specific to a table, right? Because if in
exactly.
that bucket, so
True.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Actually, one other question. Actually, with respect
Mm,
to the pricing, right? So is it at
Correct.
the
Mm.
number of buckets, or the number of or like
It's not a
space?
number of buckets. Buckets is coming to AWS side, right? It's up to them how many buckets they are going to create, and then so how many files they are going to keep. When it is coming to Snowflake pricing, it is depend on how much time the Snowpipe is running. This one, this particular thing. The pricing is depends on the Snowpipe. And of course, in AWS size, it will be a separate charges will be there.
So we are running the Snowpipe only on a particular time, or
Exactly. So we are
but
once it is
we
triggered,
didn't mention any time.
correct. Once it is triggered, so how it will run? So we are not going to schedule here, right? So what is the notification channel we created here? So for the particular, so your bucket, right? Whenever the bucket, the file comes, then it will trigger at that particular time only. It will trigger the Snowpipe. Otherwise, it will not trigger any Snowpipe, right? It will be
Okay,
idle only.
okay. At that time only the warehouse will work. Otherwise, it
Exactly.
won't.
It won't work.
Sir, different
Yes,
buckets should be there for different files, right? You mean to say?
true, true.
Okay. So for CSV file, I need to create one bucket, and for pipe,
One bucket.
pipe delimited, another bucket
Yes,
I have to
yes.
create it.
Yep.
Sir,
Yes,
this
Lakshmi.
is regarding to the yesterday's session.
Mm-hmm.
In JSON, when
Mm,
we are uploading the JSON file,
mm,
you gave other syntax like uploading for the multiple files. You gave
exactly.
one more syntax.
Mm.
Okay, we have to give that one for if we are going to upload multiple files, or
So you're talking about this one. Is it this one?
not this one, sir.
Conversion.
Till the end, it is in the end. Yeah, that one.
This one.
Multiple. Mm,
Multiple files. So generally, so if you want, if you have, so what you are going to do? So from the stage, so we will give the file format equal to JSON, and then we will use a pattern, right? This is the one option, right? If you want to pick only one specific files. If you want to pick multiple files, what you will do in the pattern? You are going to give comma and then so other file name, right? If you don't give this pattern, what it will do? If you have like a 2 to 3 files in the JSON bucket, the JSON particular folder, it will pick all the 3 files, all the 2 files. Otherwise, if you want to pick any specific file, you need to mention the file name in this pattern.
okay,
Understand,
sir.
right?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir.
That's why for the example I mentioned these things. Yeah, good. Okay, guys. If you don't have anything, we'll wind up. We'll connect next class. Yeah. Thank you.